If you put a bucket of ice inside a room, the ice absorbs heat as it melts. Because of that, the room's temperature starts to drop. This is actually the basic idea behind how air conditioning works. But the problem is, this process is very slow. So you take it a step further. You use a fan to blow air over the ice. This makes the ice melt faster and cools the room more quickly. Still, you'd have to keep replacing the ice again and again, which is pretty inconvenient. Now think smarter. Instead of ice, you use something called Freon. At normal temperature and pressure, Freon is a gas. But when you store it in a high-pressure tank, it turns into a liquid. To make this system work, you build a completely sealed loop of copper pipes and fill it with Freon. When the system starts, the liquid Freon travels into the indoor pipes. As the pressure drops, it turns back into a gas, and during this change, it absorbs a lot of heat from the room, making the air cooler. Then, this gas moves outside through the pipes. Now the question is, how do you reuse it again and again? That's where the compressor comes in. When the Freon gas passes through the compressor, it gets squeezed under high pressure. Its temperature rises, sometimes up to around 80 degrees Celsius. Next, the hot gas moves through outdoor coils with a fan. This part is called the condenser. As the gas passes through the coils, it releases heat into the outside air and slowly turns back into a liquid. But at this point, it's still too warm. So you add an expansion valve in the system. When the high-pressure liquid Freon passes through this valve, its pressure suddenly drops and the temperature falls quickly. Now the cooled Freon goes back into the indoor pipes and the whole cycle repeats. To cool the room faster, there's also a fan inside that spreads the cold air all around. You can even add a temperature sensor near the expansion valve to control everything more precisely. And if you split this entire system into two parts, one inside and one outside, congrats, you've just built an air conditioner.